Standard 6 Geography Lesson number 5 Temperature. Children, in last lesson video we had a learn the latitude is the main factor that influence the distribution in temperature. Beside nearness to the sea, continentality, height above means sea level, physical setup of a region, cloud cover, wind, vegetation cover, urbanization, industrialization, all these factors that also influence the change in temperature. Children, today we are going to learn how temperature causes for the movement of oceanic water and also will study the method of temperature distribution. Let's see. Children, a pot with the water is placed on a burner. Drop 4-5 small plastic buttons in it and observe their movement in water. After heating, water expands. The hot water from the base moves upward. With it, the buttons are pushed to the surface. The relatively cooler water in upper portion moves downwards, taking the buttons with it. This happened repeatedly. In other words, we can say on heating an upward current set in the water. But in nature, the conditions are slightly different. Student, due to temperature difference, both upward and horizontal current develop in the ocean. Beside temperature difference, other factors like winds and difference in the density of water also give rise to horizontal current. These ocean current flow from the equator to the polar region and from the polar region to the equator. Therefore, there are two types of oceanic currents. Number 1, warm currents. These ocean currents flow from the equator to the polar region. When these ocean currents flow from the torrid zone to the frigid zone, it increases the temperature of the coast in the frigid zone. Second, cool currents. These ocean currents flow from the polar region to the equator. When these ocean currents flow from the frigid zone to the torrid zone, it decreases the temperature of the coast in the torrid zone. So children, these are the types of current: warm current and cool current. Next, we are going to learn some more information about it. Children, the region where warm and cold current converge are favorable for the growth of plankton, and plankton are the food for the fishes. Fish from the other area travel towards this area in large number. They breed in warm water. Due to high concentration of fish population, fisheries thrive well in this area. So children, you can see in the map such a condition near Newfoundland Island where the warm Gulf Stream and the cold Labrador Current meet. So children, this is how this oceanic current also helpful for the human lives too. Next we are going to learn about isoline. There are a number of methods of showing distribution on a map. One of these methods is called isoline. Due to this method, the characteristic distribution of a component stand out vividly. Isoline can be drawn using statistical information about natural factors. These lines are drawn on a map by joining all the points have the same value. The distribution on the regional or a global level can be shown using isoline of a different factor. Like for the height, these isoline called contours. For the temperature, this isoline is called isotherm. For pressure, isobar. For rainfall, isoheight, and etc. So children, this is the method of showing distribution on the map. By using this method, the distribution of different factors can be shown on the map. Children, let's get some more information about isotherm. Isotherm are lines that connect the place with the same temperature after avoiding the effect of height. These lines generally appear parallel to the latitude on a world map. You can see in the figure all the isotherms that joining the places with the same value of temperature. Observe the isotherm of 25 degrees Celsius in the map. These lines occupy area closer to the equator. The shape of these lines appear like an ellipse on the map. The north-south spread of this ellipse is greater on the continent as compared to the ocean. These isotherm lines occupy some parts of the continents of South America, Africa, Asia, and Australia. A very limited portion of Pacific Ocean is occupied by these isotherm. You can see in the figure two isotherm with a label of 0 degree Celsius. The 0 degree Celsius isotherm from the southern hemisphere is largely straight and is parallel to the line of latitude. Comparatively, the line of the same value in the northern hemisphere is deviate to north and south as far. In the west, in the part of the Pacific Ocean, it is fairly straight, but when it enters the continent of North America, it turns somewhat to the north. Then the line proceeds eastward. Within a short distance after entering the Atlantic Ocean, it's turned towards the northeast. In this part, you will find all the isotherms line turning towards the northeast. This is because a warm ocean current is located in this area. Further, after entering Eurasia, while moving eastward, it turns somewhat to the southeast. Still further in the Pacific Ocean, most of the isotherm lines appear moving eastward as a straight line. The isotherm in the southern hemisphere are fairly parallel to the latitudinal line. From the south pole to the Tropic of Capricorn, the distance between these lines is almost equal, as the proportion of the land in the southern hemisphere is limited. Therefore, temperature in this part are largely influenced by latitude. Whereas in the northern hemisphere, the distance between these lines is various. In this hemisphere, the proportion of the land is comparatively greater. This affects the distribution of temperature, and these effects are seen in the form of variation in the distance between the isotherm and curved natures of this line. So children, these are isotherm lines which are used for the showing distribution of temperature on the map. Let's see about thermometer. So children, there are different types of thermometer which are used for the measuring the temperature of the air. Mercury or alcohol is used in thermometer. The freezing point of mercury is minus 39 degrees Celsius, whereas that of alcohol is minus 130 degrees Celsius. These materials are highly sensitive to temperature variation. Therefore, the variation in the temperature from minus 30 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius can easily be observed with the help of this material. The unit of measuring temperature are degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit, as shown in the figure. These are expressed as a Celsius or Fahrenheit. The difference in the daily temperature can be observed with the help of this thermometer. Air temperature is measured in Celsius. So children, thus from this lesson we had to learn how this temperature difference is caused for the oceanic water movement. We had to learn due to the temperature difference both upward and horizontal current develop in the ocean. We also had to learn about the isotherm. This is the method which is showing the distribution of temperature on the map. Thank you.